Today is a beautiful day to work in a tiny house, but first I'm gonna get some water to make a coffee. This is probably my favorite part of the entire property. This is where our spring is, at the bottom of our valley. We gather our water from here. It's always a bit cooler. This is a secret garden that only we have access to, and I love it. I cannot wait to clean everything out. Right now there's a lot of debris from fallen leaves, fallen branches, from the overgrowth that is happening here in the spring itself. And when we clean all of that out, it will flow again, and we can restore the old water systems that run through this entire property, the old lavadas where the water runs through the fields and can use for irrigation. There's also a small pool that we can bathe in the summer if we get clean up in time. So loads of work, but I'm just incredibly curious to see what is underneath all this bramble and the bracken that we can just get the weed whacker in to clean away. So this is the magic stuff that goes onto every single wood piece in this house. It protects against the sun, which is really important here in Portugal because it destroys everything. It's so intense in the summers. It's also supposed to help against water damage and insects. So if you build a house out of wood, turns out you have a shit ton of wood to paint. Everything needs 2 coats, and I better get to it. Another problem is also that we've been going through this like water, because it takes quite a lot of paint for all of these wood pieces, and we're only sanding with 40 grids, so they're not perfectly smooth, which means they need quite a lot of paint. So yeah, it's expensive, 30 euros a pop, and we're going through quite a lot of it. I wish I could be this relaxed.
There we go. Is it filming now?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Chickens.
We're sitting in our shack that is like 80% finished. Our tiny house. What are we still need to do? We need to put plasterboard on these walls.
Plasterboard. That's gonna be my job.
Yeah.
I watched a few YouTube videos, which...
Expert.
Yeah, basically expert. Like other people become virologists on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Epidemiologist.
I'm an expert plasterer now because I watched 5 videos of some Australian guys explaining how to plasterboard, and I feel really confident now about it.
How controversial are your opinions?
Oh.
But
No,
it's basically done, you know. We gotta do the entire plasterboarding process. Yeah, paint it. Fit the electrics. I got the cables. Got to set up all that. Build a bed.
Yeah, and set up furniture basically.
Yeah.
That's it.
Some shelves.
And we're done. 6 months of building.
It's been that long.
By the time we're done, it's probably been 6 months.
Maybe,
yeah.
probably, yeah.
It took us 1 month to gather all materials that we needed just for the base and the framework.
We needed little nuts for the stilts. And we could never find the right size. We went to several different shops.
Yeah. And then there was so much sanding. It took us like a month to do the cladding. Yeah.
I have no perception of time. It's gonna be just...
You know, but we have a really nice laminate floor in now.
Just
Zach,
finished it this morning.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Zach did 99% on this shack right now. Like, I've just watched him do it. So this is his tiny house project. Yeah, I held the camera.
When Jackie was away, I had a few neighbours come around and we had the base done in just one day. I had the whole thing done from morning to like 4 or 5 p.m. with a nice big lunch break.
I mean...
And then I had the studs. It took me 2 days to get all the studs done. And then, as you say, it was the cladding. Just whenever we had time with the baby as well, you know. You never have enough time.
No.
Wow. Yeah, we also had to focus on the garden. We had to divert a lot of attention in the meantime.
Yeah, that's like the thing, like living out here, you kind of feel like you could bang out projects in no time, but then you have a really long to-do list and everything has to happen at the same time. We had to build the tiny house at the same time, we had to build the garden, at the same time we had to build the toilet, we had to like come up with some water infrastructure.
Yeah,
like,
raise the baby.
Yeah, raise the baby.
But now we've got hoses in the garden with rainwater. The baby's done. We've got water in the garden. Well, in that garden.
Another big challenge out here is logistics. We have a big car, but getting things out here, like, it's not always easy.
Though.
Yeah, it's not a truck, and it's not easy to get things delivered here all the time. Sometimes it costs quite a bit extra.
Sometimes it's just €15 with the local stuff, but then the other bigger suppliers that might sell cheaper, they're out of range for delivery, or
yeah, it costs like €200 to get something delivered.
Or 2-month waiting list as well.
Yeah,
sometimes.
So we didn't expect that really to happen when we started here. When we came out here, we kind of like didn't even know that there were any building supply stores in the area.
We've learned so much since coming here.
To get certain items, from where to get insulation, where to get like wood, where to get concrete. Like every single place has a different offer.
Without the local expertise from the people who already live here, it would have been a bit of a chore to figure out where to get all the stuff here.
Yeah. How much would you say this shack has cost us now?
Oh, well.
So yeah, the structure, insulation, solar system.
I reckon it's gone to 3,000.
Yeah, €3,000 probably for this tiny house, which is like...
Which is supposedly what the last guy spent on the extension as well.
But that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah. At the beginning of 2022, first, you know, with the inflation from the pandemic, and now with the war, prices go up even more.
Yeah.
It's over 3,000 for sure.
Yeah.
You know, we bought the premium wood to build the shack. Like, you could do it cheaper, but you'd have a different shack.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like it when people who build houses like kind of put their finances a bit up front, because you see a lot of people kind of building and you just never know how much they spend. But
it's true.
I dug the foundation holes 4 months ago almost.
Figure out what to do with it all.
I want to be in here by the end of the month. Like, even if we don't have the bed frame built yet, we just put the mattress in.
I'd say we've spoken enough about the shack.
Yeah. I'm tired.